Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Bhupesh. Today we'll be taking part 2 of this session. If you remember, in part 1 we have already installed uh, Elasticsearch and Kibana. That is a vanilla installation with SSL. But today we'll be installing a couple of agents on application server so that we can capture the metrics and logs from that server and send it to Elasticsearch. Right. So today we'll be, concentrating on this part 2 where we will be installing Fleet on Fleet and with SSL onto third server, and then install Nginx and Elastic Agent onto the fourth server, and then we'll ship metrics and logs to this Elasticsearch, and we'll see login. We'll to Kibana and then verify each and everything today itself. So again, before we starting the session, if you're not like and subscribe to the channel, please do that because from here, because we have so many playlists within this channel, especially related to Grafana, Kubernetes, Elastic, Search, Azure, AWS, Python, and so on. So, yeah, without wasting any further time, let me start the session. We have a GitHub page to do all this installation one by one. Either you can follow the Elasticsearch documentation like this, Fleet installation, this one, or you can simply follow this documentation that I've created it. So I'm using the same documentation, but into a in a easy way, so that anybody can come and do a copy paste directly. So let me start with topic one by one, with the installation one by one, so that everyone can understand. If you have not watched my previous video, the part one for this, you can simply go and watch it. I'll give a reference to the below section here. But the first part one is simply installing Elastic and Kibana onto different servers and making a SSL thing. Okay, today we'll be installing Fleet and we'll be shipping all the metrics and logs and application related data to the Elastic and Kibana. For this, what I have done, I've created instances like Elastic and Kibana separately, which are running. And today we'll be installing Fleet server and we'll be installing metrics and logs from this Nginx app to this server. Okay, so let's get started. We already have Elastic and Kibana running. So just to save time, my Kibana is already up. You can see Kibana is up and running, right? And it is on my DNS, so you can simply go and check previous video. Now today will be deconfiguring Fleet. Now Fleet is something a kind of additional layer that Elasticsearch has recently involved with 8.x advancement. It is acting as a layer, and then we can have multiple policies, or you can say multiple tenants on this Fleet as a policy on the Fleet server, and then we can manage all those integrations with the help of Fleet. And Fleet server is nothing but an Elastic agent, managing each and everything. Okay. Let's do that. How to install and configure Fleet? It is very easy. You should come to this, okay, Elastic server. From the three dots, you scroll down to the bottom, click on Fleet, okay, and then you click on Settings. That is what we are trying to say. Go to Kibana menu, go to Fleet, go to Settings, go to Output, and then the pencil icon. We will say that this Fleet is connected to which Elastic, so you the outputs of this, the Fleet output will go to which URL. So basically, the Fleet output will go to the Elastic URL. And now this is the Elastic search that you have already configured in my previous session. You can need to simply copy paste this thing, right? And then you need to give the certificate authorities path. Now this certificate authority, you need to copy paste onto the Fleet server. So Fleet server, when I say, so you have a Fleet, this is the server I'm talking about, right? And this is the third server that you can create any new machine, or you can install Fleet on the Kibana itself. It is a matter of, segregating things. So suppose this is my independent server, which has nothing as of now. Okay. So first of all, I need to copy this uh, CA certificate file. And one more thing, this is self-signed certificate authority. If you are using a authorized certificate authority, so then you don't need to copy the certificate in a file. So currently, this ca.crt is the same file which I have created in my Elastic 8 in my previous video. If you really want, you can simply go and check it. EPC Elastic search. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So simply you need to copy the ca.crt. You can either do a SCP or you can do simply Control C and then create ca.crt and then paste it. So this is the certificate authority that you needed. Perfect. Now let's go on. You need to click save and apply settings. I'm not doing this entire process again at all. Otherwise, it will take around 1 hour to complete this session. So you need to just save this item and then go back to the documentation. Yeah. Now you can need to configure the fleet server host. So first of all, we have configured the Elastic server host, and then we are configuring the fleet server. Fleet server host is on the same screen. Let me suppose add a new fleet server. Click on advanced. Okay. And then you can give a new fleet server policy. Click on production, and then you add a new fleet server host. For the sake of simplicity, I've already done it for you, but yeah, you can give another name. Uh, suppose production, enter the fleet name. Okay, so name you can suppose say fleet test, and then you specify the URL. Now URL should be your proper DNS. So how this URL has been created? So you have a DNS already with me. So suppose this is an EC2 instance. How I'm doing that stuff, I can show you. Route 53. I'm routing my traffic to. I'll show you 1 second. Fleet. Okay. So this is my DNS name. So I'm routing this public IP to this DNS fleet dot Bhupesh dot this is the DNS I'm talking about, right? So this DNS is actually redirected to this IP. That is what I'm trying to depict here. And it since it is an HTTPS secure with the self-signed certificate, so that is the reason it is giving us this complete name. Okay, that is the reason you can see fleet.bhupesh .grafana.com and the port number is 8220, and it is the port number where your fleet is running, and then the HTTPS. Perfect. You enter that thing, and then you generate a service token. The moment suppose you enter this piece, and then you add a host, not the default one, and then you will create a service token. Since okay, they're asking for maybe let me just I don't want to. Okay, now adding host. Fine. I'll create a service token. So this is the service token that I am referring, below. Fine. And then install fleet server to the centralizer. So now this will give me a, this uh, Linux command basically. Okay. You need to copy that thing somewhere, and then we'll change the other configurations. So this is being copied, and then you keep this session open. Okay. And then I'm just closing it for now. This is the one I'm talking about, right? So how to install this? So first of all, this command is ready with me, but I will not install right away because I need to generate the certificate, certificate authority, fleet server certificate and everything because it is an HTTPS related machine. Fine. So before I install fleet server, I need to generate a certificate for this Elastic, for this fleet machine. Okay, so I will run the below command in Elastic server for generating fleet server certificate. Okay, so I'll come back to this. I think fleet server certificate gets generated here. Yeah. So if you see, this is the cert util certificate authority binary file that is being given by Elastic. So you don't need to worry about it. So this is the util that we are using, and it will create fleet.zip. with the name fleet. This is the certificate that it will use. This is the self-signed certificate authority and key. This is the certificate authority and this is the certificate key. If you need some more detail, you can watch the previous session. So, but this is the certificate authority that is being used by Elastic Search Server. With the help of these two, I'm creating the fleet server certificates, and this is the DNS. Ultimately, I'm creating the certificate for this DNS, right? So I'll run this command, and then I'll go to this location, and then this fleet.zip would be created. I'll go to this fleet directory, and then you'll see you will get fleet.certificate and fleet.key. Now copy this fleet.cert and fleet.key to the fleet server onto one particular location. So ultimately, you run this command and create this folder at fleet server, and then copy these certificates. See, certificate authority I've copied, certificate for fleet, and the private file for fleet. So these two files have been copied, and the cert is already copied, which is the certificate authority for self-signed certificate. Right. These three files are very, very important before you install fleet server. This is important to note. Then you modify the command which you just now copied. So this was your command. What we are doing, first of all, we are downloading the Elastic Agent repository. If you see, that is also there. I think I've already downloaded. Yeah, this is the Elastic Agent repository. Okay, I've got already untar it. This is the tar file. I've already untarred it. This is the inside location. Now from here, I need to run this command. I'll not run it because it is already running, but I will make you understand what is the changes you need to do. So URL will be the URL of your, let me just, the URL will be the fleet server URL running on the 8220, which you already given that at here, which you already provided here. This is the URL, right? Because we have given the configuration of we are installing that Elastic agent onto the fleet server, right? So fleet server, this is the URL of Elasticsearch. This is the URL of fleet. See the difference. This is Elasticsearch URL. This is the token that got generated, and you have copied that token separately. I mean, the same token you need to copy paste here. And then fleet server policy, you can give any name of the policy. Now this is the important file. Server authorities. The authority who has created and signed your certificates. This is the same c.cert, the same location. See, location is same. And then the fleet server EFCA. So we are saying fleet server Elasticsearch server certificate authority, same file, because even the certificate authority is same, or even the fleet server Elasticsearch certificate authority is this. Now the fleet server certificate fleet.crt in the same location. Now the fleet server cert key is the private key, and the fleet server port is 8220. The moment you run it, it will install the agent, and let me show how it will look like. Elastic agent status. If everything is fine, mm, interesting. Let me just. Okay, somehow I restarted that fleet machine. It was not showing as connected, but I can show you that it is being connected after running this command. It was some hiccup. And then let me go back to this URL. I can see the fleet server should has, yeah, the fleet is coming as connected, healthy also. And the fleet server is showing as an integration. Now this is coming as properly connected now, connected to your Elasticsearch. Now coming on to the next step. Now we have successfully connected fleet to the Elasticsearch and Kibana. Let us go to the application installation onto the third server, onto the final application server. Install Nginx and Elastic Agent. So I have another application server, okay, running separately on fourth machine, from where I need to capture metrics and logs so that I can see those things on my Elastic. So what I'll do, first of all, I will install Nginx. If it is not installed, if it is already installed, that it will say it is already installed, and then we'll see the whether it is properly coming up or not. I'll grab the public IP address, and then we'll see whether it is coming properly or not. Okay, Nginx is coming nicely. So at least this small application is there. Now what should I do? I should come here and I'll click on the integrations here. I'll type Nginx. Now I'm trying to do that integration. Okay, add Nginx, right? This is the pop-up that you will see now under this pop-up. Okay, this is the name. This is the default log that will capture. Don't need to change any default configuration. Click on this new host and give the policy name, right? And then save and continue. I'll not do save and continue because it is already done. So I'll come on to the integrations, basically fleet. Go to fleet again. Now you'll see this is the integration I'm talking about, right? So Nginx integration is done. Now you need to add the agent. The moment you click here and then add this agent, uh, just 1 second, let me show you the integration policies here from here. Add agent, okay. So you need to click here, install the agent, enroll in fleet, yes, this option, and then copy this. First of all, you need to add the integration and then install the agent, add the agent. See, press add agent, copy this command somewhere, and then change it according to the requirement of your fleet. This is the copy command. Again, you need to copy paste certain certificate because everything is, you know, I would say SSL based. So you need to copy fleet certificate because we are connecting to fleet and the certificate authority which has created the certificate. So the CSCRT is nothing but the certificate authority. It will not be required in case if you're getting certificate from any authority. But it will be required if we are doing a signs on and self sign in certificate. And this is a fleet certificate because you are connected to fleet only ultimately. Fine. So this is that uh, command that you need to modify the simple curl and it's the agent. Go to agent and then this is the command. So you are installing ultimately Elastic agent. And what else you need to do? So you are installing Elastic agent with the enrollment token that you recently got. Okay. And then this is the fleet server certificate. Pass that fleet server certificate and then certificate authority. These two things which you just now copied. If you run this, then your Elastic agent will be installed and you will see success under fleet or agent. And we can see a success from here also. How pop Elastic agent, right? And then Elastic agent status. See, connected. So Nginx app server is also connected to fleet. See, connected to fleet and sending data and details to the log metrics and logs to fleet server, which is ultimately saving data to Elasticate. So how it is going? This server is sending data to this, and which is ultimately saving details on Elastic and Kibana. Perfect. Now let me come back to this fleet server again here, and I'll see both are healthy. This is the Nginx policy and which is having the Nginx integration. I can add other integrations also. I can click on assets and there are certain dashboards that will also get created by default the moment you send the integrations. Nginx related metrics and dashboard and Nginx related logs dashboard, right? So now I'm verifying everything on the Kibana. And you're facing any problem pertaining to any unhealthiness or anything, you can simply go to this location and then check the logs. Suppose I'm talking about this location. Let me go to that location. This is the Elastic agent that is running for now. You can go to this directory and then uh, You can go to logs also. This is in case if you're having any issues in understanding the problem. So this is the log that I'm talking about. If you're having any problem, you can go to this log and then check it, right? So I can see certain fetching data error from this you know, the metric. That is fine. You can ignore these kind of errors, but okay. So dashboard is here. Uh, Let me see if I have logs pertaining to Nginx. Yeah, logs are also coming. So let's get back to the discover mode. Let's see whether we are getting metrics and logs also or not. So I'm getting log from, okay, let me just type the agent. So I'm getting log from two agent. When I say two agent, two machines. One is 31 1779. I think this should be fleet. 31 1778 from Nginx server, Nginx application, and then second is 31 21 46, which should be fleet. Correct. Because we have installed Elastic Agent on these two machines, which is sending data to Kibana. Correct. So logs are coming from these two machines because we have Elastic Agent on both, and log metrics are coming from these two machines also. See, same machines. So in a way, we have covered integration here. We have covered how to install Fleet, how to communicate between Elastic, Fleet, Kibana, and different applications, and everything is on different machines. Proper SSL certificate. And if you have not run through the previous video, please do that for better understanding, and then you'll be able to do this second video in a flawless, manner. I'll take a pause here, but that is what we have done so far. In previous session, we installed Elasticsearch and Kibana, and in this session, we have installed Fleet, configure Fleet, then have done one integration of Nginx, and install Elastic Agent and bring the metrics and logs, to Kibana for further analysis. If you still have so many queries and doubts, please put down into the comment section that, and if you are fine with this session, please do not forget to like and subscribe from here. And yeah, we'll catch up again in the next session. And if you have any specific requirements pertaining to transaction monitoring using Elasticsearch APM, please comment it in the comment section. I'll try to create a video out of it. Thanks for now. I'll take a pause. Uh, Talk to you later. Bye.